Hi guys, today we're reviewing the Fire and Ice collection by Wet n Wild.
The collection is inspired by Game of Thrones and it has two different palettes within it. There's the Fire palette, which Age is going to do, and the Ice palette, which I'm going to do.
This collection comes with highlighters, pigments, liquid lips, bronzers, the eyeshadow palettes, and it retails for $40 at Ulta, or you can find it at any drugstore.
You can also buy each piece individually. We're going to review the eyeshadow palettes and one of the liquid lips. So the palette I'm going to be talking about is called Mythicool Creatures, and
the palette that I'm going to be doing is called Fit for a Queen.
And as you can see, I can't really show you this palette. I bought it and literally just put it in my work bag and came to my apartment, and when I went to take it out of my bag, it was all cracked already. So I'm hoping this was just a fluke and it started to crack in shipment and just needed one last little bump for it to completely fall apart. But so far I'm not super impressed with the packaging. We'll see how Ages holds up over time.
Yeah, the packaging is really cheap. It's just plastic. Nothing much going on here.
There's no applicator or anything that comes with it. We are going to swatch each shade for you though. The cool thing about this palette is it does tell you where to put each shade. There's a brow bone shade, a transition shade, a crease, and a lid shade.
These palettes retail for $2.99 individually, and they come with a mix of shimmery and matte shades.
The shadows are supposedly reformulated and have a silky texture.
Here is the transition shade. You can see it's like brown behind it.
Here's this one on my hand. It's pretty light. You can only barely see it. I feel like it would be pretty buildable though.
Next I'll do the eyelid shade. Gold. That actually looks really pretty.
And hang on a second, I'm having a hard time getting mine out since it's all cracked. Okay, I have a metallic purple shade for my eyelid shade.
Next, mine is the brow bone, and it's this pink, kind of shimmery champagne shade.
And my brow bone shade is also pretty champagne looking and really shimmery. And then the last shade we're gonna do is the crease.
The crease color on this one is a burnt reddy orange color. It's really pretty actually.
My crease color looks like more of a bright blue in the palette, but when you put it on, it comes out as a super dark blue. All right, we're each gonna start by applying the eyeshadows following the directions that are in the palettes. So I have the Ice palette, she has the Fire one, and we're both going in with the Delium 776 brush, which is just a little fan brush.
And you can see on the back of the palette they have instructions on where to put each shade, so we're just gonna follow that.
Okay, I'm gonna start with my transition shade, which is just that light matte brown.
My transition is also a light matte brown.
And I'm just doing a windshield wiper motion right into my crease and slightly above it. How pigmented is yours?
This is actually more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, mine's pretty decent too.
For the price, I thought it was gonna be not pigmented at all.
But mine is very chalky in the palette. That might be because mine already broke, but it's not staying very clean as I dip my brush in. And the two transition shades are really similar. Mine just has a little bit of a more cool undertone and hers is a little bit more warm. But the browns are super similar. I am curious to see how their highlighters are. I was looking at them and the Fire one looked pretty, but did you see the Ice one?
It was like blue, right?
Yeah, super blue. So I don't know, maybe when you put it on it comes off as more of like a white iridescent, but in the packaging it looked very blue.
Was the Fire one blue too?
No, that one was like a pretty like golden color. Alright, my transition shade is blended, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into my crease with a pencil brush. And for me, it's that really dark blue color.
I'm gonna go into, and for my palette, the crease color is a burnt red orange color.
Have you tried any of the other Wet n Wild products?
No, actually, I don't think I have. I've tried their highlighter.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I actually did like it.
What kind of shade is it?
I think it was a champagne.
Oh, okay.
So my crease color actually doesn't seem as pigmented as my transition color. I have to build it up a little bit more. And you can see too, there's way more fallout in the transition color than there is in the crease color.
Mine is not very blendable. I'm really having to go in and work at this color to blur any harsh lines. How's the blendability on yours?
My crease color is also kind of hard to blend. The transition was really easy to blend, so it's interesting.
This color is really takes a lot of work. I'm actually having to add some lighter powder to help me blend this out.
I'm gonna add a little bit of this crease shade underneath my eyes too.
Alright, I'm gonna see how pigmented the lid shade is, and if there's not enough or there's too much fallout, I'm just gonna spray some Fix Plus on it to make it stick better and pop a little more. So we'll see. Okay, yeah, this crease shade is literally not even showing up. And it needs to be really pigmented to pop with that dark crease shade. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab Fix Plus.
I'm gonna try with my lid shade too. You can see it, but it's very light. Might be using some Fix Plus as well.
All right, so pro tip for eyeshadow: if your shades are ever too light, especially shades that you want to show up in more metallic, you can spray the MAC Fix Plus on them, and it will not only help set them, but make them more pigmented and have less fallout. Okay, so you can see this is making a big difference with how that shade is showing up. And for crease shades that are sparkly, you always just want to pat them on rather than swipe. So this one I'm being careful to pat on so that there's not fallout ruining my face makeup.
To blend mine out a little bit more, I'm gonna go back into the transition shade and just swipe over top.
Alright, I'm going to start going in with the brow shade and just defining underneath my brow.
I'm gonna do the same with my pink champagne shade. Really shimmery.
Oh yeah, yours is a lot more shimmery than mine.
I think I'm gonna add this color to the inner corner of my eyes too.
Overall, I think the transition shades are easy to work with and the lighter shades I like, but the darker shades I would use a better quality dark shade, especially in the crease. I feel like it's a little bit patchy and wouldn't be my go-to for a dark color. But I do really like the light shades by them.
Yeah, I like the transition one. It's a nice brown and it blends really easily.
It seems like their matte shades are a lot better than their shimmers. Because for me, at least in my palette, it's the two shimmers that are either not as pigmented or don't blend good. Is it the same for you? Oh wait, no, because your crease was dark.
Yeah, my crease is dark and
I
it
don't
was
know
harder.
then. Maybe it's just the dark colors. Alright, we're going to go off camera in just a second and add liner and lashes, and then we'll be back so you can see the full eye look. I actually like this finished look more than I thought I would. I decided to do a cat eye, well we both did, and I used the Lorac liquid eyeliner, my favorite, same for you?
I also use the Lorac liquid eyeliner.
Cult favorite. I am wearing the Ardell. Which ones am I wearing? I threw on the Ardell 120 lashes.
And I'm wearing the Ardell Demi Wispies. I actually really like my look too. I really like the warm tones on my skin tone. It turned out a lot nicer than I thought it would.
It's cute. So the liquid lipsticks that are part of the Fire Dragon vs. Ice Dragon are also part of their liquid catsuit brand. I don't know if you guys listen to podcasts, but I constantly hear podcasts advertise for the liquid catsuits. Have you at all?
No, I haven't heard it.
If you listen to celebrity podcasts like Vanderpump Rules ones, you'll hear about the liquid catsuit all the time. It's supposed to be really long lasting, and
They're $4.99.
it's just typical packaging. It actually feels a lot nicer than the eyeshadow packaging.
Yeah, it does.
It looks very similar to the style of a Jeffree Star package. I feel like it's the exact same shape,
Yeah.
just a different logo.
And they're also cruelty free and they're metallic.
My shade is called Shall We Slay.
And my shade is Redlings.
What is it? Redlings?
Redlings.
Okay. I thought this was gonna swatch more of a brown color, but it almost looks really gray and charcoaly.
Yeah, mine looks very red, very metallic.
Just do it all natural, but why?
Okay.
Okay, so we're not gonna use a lip liner. Typically I would, but I want you guys to be able to see how it would look without a liner.
Very pigmented.
Yeah, that's only one swipe.
And I like the applicator that comes with this. It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, it's really soft.
And it has a little dent in it. Get the curve of your lip. I'm gonna dip in again.
This color is really pigmented, but it still needs more than one layer. It's starting to show like a little bit through, especially right in here. How does it feel on your lips in terms of drying?
It feels a little dry.
Yeah, I agree. But kind of just like an average matte liquid lipstick, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it feels overly dry compared to other ones, but it doesn't feel super moisturizing either.
Yeah.
So I was more excited to try this color. I thought it actually looked really pretty in the bottle, but on I'm not sold. I feel like it looks kind of some strange tones
it looks
to it. It looks green and like
Yeah, like a taupey green or
Yeah.
like gray.
yeah.
It's really interesting because I thought it was gonna be brown.
I know. I'm a little disappointed, but it's very fall.
Yeah. Same with this shade. This is a very fall shade. I think it looks pretty good. Red is pretty universal, so.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm really confused as to why green tones
Yeah,
are coming out on this. Is it like
Maybe
that
the
in person,
shimmer.
or is it just camera?
It looks like gray to me in person.
Hmm.
It does look a little green. On
Yeah.
camera.
But yeah, so this is the complete ice look, the Ice Dragon. And there's her Fire Dragon.
Fire Dragon look completed.
Wonder what it would look like if we switched.
I know.
Kind of curious.
Okay guys, thanks for watching our video on the Fire Dragon and Ice Dragon collection.
Next week we are going to compare Tarte Shape Tape with Makeup Revolution's concealer. It's supposed to be a dupe for it, so we'll put it to the test considering Shape Tape is around, what, $25? And Makeup Revolution retails for only $7. So stay tuned.
Bye.